Hi friends, it's Amy at Doki Doki Forest, and this is it, the last 2 pages for Junk Journal January 2023. This is an open collab hosted by Meg Journals. I started at the end of January, and it is now March 5th, and I'm done. I did it. I stuck with it, and now I'm just doing the last couple pages. So this is day 30, Unexpected. So I kind of was a little bit stumped on this one for a while, but I settled on making this cat-like creature who went out to get a nice ice cream, and when their ice cream arrived, they were about to take a nice big lick when suddenly they noticed their ice cream had eyes, and then boop, boop, out popped 2 arms, 2 feet, a tail. And lo and behold, it turns out this is no ordinary ice cream. This is a little ice cream dragon, so named because it looks like a little soft serve swirl when it curls up. Now here it is as it has uncurled, so you can see that it is a dragon. But when it's curled up, it just looks like a couple scoops of ice cream with a little bit of like hot fudge drizzle and some sprinkles. Now you would think the beasties would know about this sort of dragon and be on the lookout, but they're actually pretty rare. You don't see them too often. So when one shows up in your ice cream cone, you just don't expect it. But who scooped this ice cream cone? That's the real question, right? Because somebody had to think it was ice cream and put it in the cone to begin with. There's a whole story there, I guess. Or perhaps the dragon was like hiding in it, and maybe this beastie just found a random ice cream sitting there in a snowbank and thought, well, I think it was left there for me, I'm going to eat it. Now, who would eat a random ice cream you find in the forest or on the street? Well, I'll tell you who. These little beasties. They're not that picky. So there's the brown hot fudge kind of, or chocolate sauce looking stripe on there. It's not a stripe. It's like a, kind of like swirly thing. So it looks like, and there's a little sprinkles, little chocolate sprinkles on there too. And there it is. Ice cream dragon. And now our last prompt was close. So day 31 was close. Close like C-L-O-S-E, like open and close, not like what you're wearing. So I thought I would make some sort of a like goodbye, open and close sort of scene with a door. Maybe you're leaving the forest now, or maybe you're going in. I don't know. But either way, this was just my like end of the book, end of this particular story here. And then I just cut the magazine and used the extra that was on the right side to cover the bottom. And then I'm adding my door. And this is a big sticker, but I don't wind up taking off the backing because I didn't want it to stick. I just wanted it to open and close. And then I thought, well, I should have a little beastie hanging out to wish you a fond farewell. And I decided to make a rabbit sort of creature because of Year of the Rabbit. So I thought, let's make a magical little rabbit, since I did complete this journal, start and complete in 2023. And my idea was I could make this little bunny, and then, you'd open the door and they would be behind the door waving goodbye. And then so here I'm just attaching the door, and I was going to use washi, but then I thought I would use a little bit of the magazine scrap so it sort of blends in a little bit more, because I didn't really have a washi that would blend, even though I have some woodsy washies. I didn't have anything that was like really dark like I wanted, so I'm just using some of the magazine image, and that way I feel like the door kind of looks like it's part of the picture a little bit more, even though the door is a completely different art style, but it looks a little more like it's a hidden door. So let me know if you guys did Junk Journal January, if you wound up finishing, and also, what are you doing now for like March or April? Like, what are you either doing now for a challenge or for prompts, or is something coming up? Because I am on the lookout. And I just cut that little guy out, and then I thought I would cut the top of this door, and I thought, well, that would be kind of cute if I tuck them in so they're popping out. But the only thing was, if I tuck them in and they're popping out, when you open the door, there's like nobody behind the door. So I didn't want you to just open the door and have nothing, so I thought, well, I better draw another little magical bunny. So here comes bunny number 2. Little magical bunny floating in. And this one is clearly much smaller. They come in all sizes. And I wanted each one to just be a different color. Hopefully this one doesn't look too much like a frog. Because those are actually ears up top, not eyeballs. But I suppose it could be a very odd frog. If I made the ears into eyes, and then the 2 dots that are eyes, if that was a nose, it would totally be a frog. So these are kind of versatile creatures, I guess. So here's that little bunny, but I liked that little bunny being in the background. So then I was like, well, let me make another bunny, but this one will be specifically to hang in the door. So this is my little doorway bunny. And I thought I could just have them hanging right over the top there. Here we go. And I just cut the paws a little bit so that way they could drape over the door. And I just don't want to cover up that sun in the background because I love that sun poking through the branches. And then I thought, well, when you open the door, you could write on the other side. But I thought it looked a little strange to just not have anything, because I thought, well, technically, the bunny should continue on the other side. When you open it, you should be able to see him. So that's what I did. I made the back side of the bunny. So there he is with his little paws dangling and his little wings. And then I'm just looking at the door to figure out, okay, well, there's roughly where the door is. And then I'll just paint that too. So, someone could still journal on there if they wanted to. They would just have to write, on the bunny. And it was a little bit interesting painting on the back of the sticker paper because it didn't really want to get wet. It was kind of like wrinkling a little bit, but it was fine. And now I'm just positioning where the other bunnies are going to go. And I'm getting out my tacky glue because they are on a little bit thicker paper. I painted the bunnies on a mixed media paper, so I just want to make sure they stick. And then I thought it would be cute if I wrote what they were saying in like a white pen, so that way it's sort of a very gentle, like, goodbye, see you soon. I feel like the white pen almost makes it look like it's a whisper instead of a shout or at full volume. And we're done. We are done with the close page. We are done with Junk Journal January 2023. Thank you so much for stopping by. There's that little bunny bottom. And we're on to the next challenge. Thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.